This is called linguist. This is called linguist. I can see her in the hints, light years on, deeper in the regions of the articulate. A light is now burning holes in someone's comfort. For brief minutes, I am the one. Her infancy practices on. Her plastic chair pulled up to the sink, appointing herself my assistant, with utensil and pot, with each item we have just eaten from, or with each a raw thing once, until invention stepped in. Already she is a maker, her 2-year-old tongue able to brandish tongs, the object and the word, connection and execution. She trounces and denounces, discarding tea towel is limp, a damp thing with no spine to it, and soon there are shards, strewn in glitter, patterns across, or strewn in glitters, patterns across. I think that says strong. The floor approximating a planet being hurled from its galaxy, or else a comet flinging sparks from its fast track through existence. We laugh at the nonsense of contrast, her new digits alongside my used bys, her tiptoes stretch my sprung tendons, her swift neurons against ages, contract and wit, but she will forget this split half-hour its proximity to the same tap which fills her cup. War, war, her frequent cry of thirst. War, war, her frequent cry of thirst is not yet perfected. Water's middle T, still beyond her consonantal grasp, or maybe she is too enchanted by her mastery of tongs to bother with the life source so deceptively within reach. Tongs, she insists, tongs, transfixing them with her stainless steel grip, her neon grin poised to read the world like a book. And this is by Patricia Skies. Ooh, that rhymes. That was perfectly timed. That was too. Oh man, that was amazing. Okay, this is called Neurosurgery by B.N. Oakman. She'll be dead now. The woman with bright curly hair, the one I saw in admissions, she and her man, her boy and her girl, all of them well turned out, blending in an understated kind of way. And I cannot forget her glorious hair and how next day her crown was part shown. Oh, by the way, Merry Christmas, everyone. And how 2 days later a strip of plaster patched her stitched scalp, and how the day after her man was talking on his mobile. Bad news, I heard him say, and when I walked past her room, I saw her boy slumped on a chair as if he'd been punched. Her girl perched on the bed, grasping her mother's hand. Her man rocking back and forth on the balls of his feet, all of them estranged from speech. And then I returned to another room to sit beside another bed, and I took a woman's hand in mine and gripped it hard, too hard, much too hard. Can you, whatever's doing that, can you not please? This one's called Say Skin by Rachel Petridis. I think that's how you pronounce it. Not really sure. Could be Petridis. Who knows? And you will know the dark eyes of the Mediterranean. Look into them, open, sparkling, alive. Look into them then and now. Look close. Know the people marbled from their past, playing oceans and rivers. Their myths from secret tombs are flesh, mounting your welcome. Say skin, and you will know love of island of woman. Hair flowing dark and long, mantle of mountain and valley, length of breadth of tongue, singing mask and bone, in hill seas sweep of sky, no intimacy, the islands whispering salt and sail, wind tunneled furrows, in the low morn of the bent olive tree. Say skin, mana's sweet running sap, mana's sweet, pine and cheddar, cedar, bark and pith, tears of mastic, and you will know the one deep pool eye of face of map. Faded Pleasure by Gregory Pico. You might say that we were living more for days gone by than those that lay ahead, living more for memories than oceans distant and uncrossed. Love was shining gently as it does on a slow moving Sunday afternoon, and we shared the quiet kind of comfort that comes with familiarity. We called it equilibrium, though perhaps we never should, for the tide rarely teetered, being more inclined to ebb than flow. Still, there was a faded pleasure, a lingering trace of sweetness like the last of the marmalade spread thinly on a slice of blackened toast. And I'm going to do one last one before I leave. On Not Missing It All by Christopher Race. But still, though, that rhyming thing I did at the beginning of the video, that was pretty dope, though. It's dark here, even when it's light. It's dark here. The mad can go on forever, unwearied, unwavering. Make dark out of light and light out of dark. I grow old like a flame, blue and shivering red, and ululating orange and flickering yellow, all heat in the black wood all about. The door is just that little bit open, the thin edge moving back and forth ever so slightly. To go through the door would be to miss it all. I had forgotten how unsettling raised floorboards were. My redwood rods lay across a deep slab of concrete, but I've seen walls wave and a wind hang from the ceiling, calling out above the bare earth. No words, just gestures, moving back and forth, wavering among all the ruin and reclamation. There are a lot of good ones in this file. Ooh, bonus. After viewing John Brack's paintings by Judith Keegren, priming his brush and turning away from idyllic pastoral scenes and rustic shearing sheds, Brack stretches out the sprawl, the unmade road of our. Sorry, I was thinking of the Brack show, Brack. The unmade road of our lives in the suburbs, the broad brush strokes of wasteland subdivision, the clay of our existence in the 50s, the car, hard-edged portrayals of post-war life in Australia, mum, dad, and the kids in the car, watching us watching them. The chase, a trio of cartoon animated daughters, jaundiced portraits of his wife, his own emu face, as he shaves in the tiled bathroom. The bar. At the racetrack, a stream of men, a single barmaid, a seawall against the tide, the 6 o'clock swill. Collins Street, 5 p.m. The dailiness of workers, an unbroken procession. My father's square shoulders, his cleft jaw coming home. Inside and outside the shop window. Lines become dissolute. And the artist's silhouette hovers, reproduces multiple selves in shiny, ordered kitchenware. And okay. Till next time, everyone. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Pie Flanger out.